Hello everyone, it is me. It is Friday. I can't even believe that it's 5:30 already. It's pretty dark. I think we're at one of the earliest sunsets perhaps. And days are getting longer after today. Anyway, typically my episodes have all been about just reaching out to you guys and educating you guys on a few great topics. I mean, my name is Dr. Aaron Vancouver, naturopathic doctor, and you're coming here for some education. But today's going to be a little bit more relaxed. I wanted to just give you a few tips, things that I try to do to keep stress levels down. So I tend to be a person that goes. And like if you're driving a car and there's a lot of traffic, I would rather find a side street that maybe 12 side streets to go down than stay and wait in line for it to move. I just feel like I need to be moving. So when I can pick up a few tricks and they work for me, I try to keep them. I'm also known and guilty to start to do some of these techniques and never actually follow through with them. And I think the one big technique for me is tea. And tea can be really helpful. Tea is a blend of a bunch of different herbs. So there's the typical black tea that you probably have had or your parents have had, and now we have all these herbal teas out there. And so the big thing is if you're stressed out, to try not to do caffeine, although a lot of us find caffeine helps us, it gives us that energy, but it actually is a stressor in itself of our adrenal glands. And our adrenal glands sit on top of our kidneys, and I've talked about them so many times before, but they really are the gland in our body that keeps our immune system up, our ability to adapt to stress, adapt to temperature changes, that sort of stuff. So I use David's Teas because I live right by one. I also have a supplier that I go to, Harmonic Arts, and those are the teas that I dispense in my clinic. I've got there's a great relaxation blend that they've got, but some David tea one at nighttime I'll do. It's called the Big Chill. Oh, it's so good. It smells really nice. See that in there? It's steeped for about 4 to 7 minutes, almost boiling, just below. And I'll put like 1¼ teaspoons, and I'll strain it for probably 7 minutes. And guess what? Sometimes I'll forget about it, and I'll go to bed. Other one that you can do is Mother's Little Helper. Now, Mother's Little Helper used to be, I can't remember what it used to be. It used to be something, not Quaaludes, but, so I wish someone was on here. Laudanum? Something like that. Anyway, this is what this one does. Really, really nice as well. And it's the same steeping, 4 to 7 minutes for 96 degrees. So these are great to actually slow yourself down. So I think what's therapeutic for me is the actual act of making the tea. Smelling the tea, scooping it out, boiling the water. That all takes time, and it takes a lot of patience, so that's a helpful thing for me. So that's number one, is utilize your teas. Some other teas that you can use is chamomile. Passion flower is a great relaxing tea. Lemon balm is great. If you need a little bit more, like if you're drained and your stress has actually just cognitively zapped you, you can do things like ginseng, you can do things like ginkgo, you can do things like oat can work as well. Okay, another thing that you can do, I have one of these almost every single day, and that is having a bath. I have a hot bath, and I don't always have Epsom salts in it, but if I do have them around, I'll actually put some Epsom salts in. Epsom salts are a form of magnesium. Your body is a huge surface area. It absorbs. So when you're laying in a hot bath with Epsom salts, your body's absorbing that magnesium, and magnesium works well at relaxing smooth muscle, relaxing the muscle in the body, and overall sedating property. So hot water with Epsom salts. I actually use this for patients of mine that I'm helping get off opiates. One of the most powerful, simple treatments you can do when people are getting the jumpy bones and those shakes is to actually have a hot Epsom salt bath. Can actually help take that bone pain away. but we're talking about stress here. So Epsom salt bath, number 2. Number 3, and I was just looking for my little contraption, but you know those little scalp massagers that have like the little spider thing? Those are really great. We have so many receptors on our head that just really help us relax. There's this really cool Bowen therapy treatment for headaches. I'm gonna take my hat off. And I'm not Bowen trained, but it's a type of soft tissue work that helps to unlock trauma in muscle. But there's this really cool Bowen treatment, and the whole process is these fingers that are going around the head. And at the end of it, if you've got hair, they'll actually pull the different parts of your head. And it's a full head massage. So, I don't know, how many of you guys have actually had head massages before? It actually is very, very relaxing. Helps with stress reduction. Okay, if you've been and had massage is another thing that you can do. If you've got extended health benefits, go see a registered massage therapist. I bet you there's no room left because patients and clients know this, so they book in advance. So I'm at the clinic this week, and if I look at all the massage therapists there, they're all like fully booked. You can't get in there. So, but massage is a great way of relaxing. I work in the industry, and I should be doing this more often, but I'm starting to set a once a month type thing where I'm going to be spending the day doing things like acupuncture and massage for myself. Feet. Getting a pedicure can actually be stress reducing. It's even better if you don't pay for the bill. So think about the colors that you get to choose, and think about the process of actually getting that massage and getting that exfoliation and having someone actually take care of your feet. That actually is really, really good for stress relaxation. So I think we hit 2 of them in there right there. We got massage, and then we got taking care of the feet. Another thing that we've got is, now this summer was around a few people that had these aromatherapy diffusers. And a diffuser is basically like a container of water, and there's a contraption that blows air into it that bubbles it up, and it blows it out as mist. And I love some of the smells. So right now I've actually got my lavender burning in the diffuser. I'm almost out of it. You can probably see it in there. I've got a few other ones too. I've actually run out of most of my essential oils, but lavender is a really relaxing smell. I've actually had a couple patients that are really sensitive to lavender, so keep that in mind. Lemongrass is a potent smell, very lemony, and I find that carries well in rooms. It's a lighter note, higher top notes, so it actually tends to float further in the rooms. The general idea when it comes to aromatherapies is there's different notes. There's really light notes. The citruses are generally quite light, and then there's those heavy, earthy, like germanium and those type of things. So I don't know. When I was home, my dad bought sandalwood, and I don't know if that really would diffuse very well. But certainly I think the lemongrass was really, really, really good. Okay, what else do I have? Chocolate. Chocolate actually has natural ingredients in it that stimulate endorphins, and they stimulate feeling good. A lot of them, especially milk chocolates, have a higher supply of magnesium. So a little bit of chocolate can be really good. I'm eating a lot of chocolate right now, so I probably shouldn't talk much more about this because my nose may be like growing because I must be really, really stressed out now because I've eaten a lot of chocolate. Not today. Okay, the last thing I've got on here to talk about is saunas. So there are different types of saunas out there. There are wet saunas. There are steam saunas. So wet saunas would be ones where you've got the hot rocks and you pour or those are steam saunas. You pour the water on and it steams. And then there's dry ones where you don't do that. And then there's ones that are called infrared. And so I'd recommend infrared saunas. They use infrared heat, which penetrates a little bit deeper in the skin. It actually generally doesn't heat the ambient room temperature up that much. So if you're someone like myself that has an issue breathing in hot air, the infrared saunas work really well. I can sit in there for 20 to 25 minutes before I actually start feeling a little bit uncomfortable about feeling stuffy. And the key is with that is there's usually in some of the infrared rooms, they've got vents above, so pop the vent open and crack the door open a little bit, and that will get a cross breeze. Saunas work really well, especially if you've got a cold or if you feel your immune system is starting to rev up. Keep this in mind though, it does speed up your metabolism. So if you are sick, and don't get me wrong, do an infrared sauna, get in there, it can do you really well. Just be careful if you've got high blood pressure, if you've got any sort of cardiovascular or diabetic issues, be careful. But stand there for 20-30 minutes and you will be exhausted because you've just basically kick-started your immune system. So keep that in mind. Alrighty, so I'm almost done. In 2 days is going to be Christmas. So for people who celebrate Christmas, Merry Christmas. For people who don't, Happy Holidays. And I wanted to close with something just be wary of, okay? So I generally consider myself a pretty knowledgeable person. I don't get caught into scams so much. But I was watching this Dr. Oz show, and it was all about this amazing under eye cream that took away this guy's bags. So I've always struggled with a little bit of circles under my eyes. I'll let you know, water is one of the best things for it. I learned this a long time ago. And incidentally, your weight in kilograms, turn that into ounces, and that's a good idea for the amount of water you should be having. But anyway, so I saw this ad on Dr. Oz and or this show, and I'm like, I want to get some of that. Anyways, I was on Facebook, go figure, and I saw this ad pop up, and it was for this eye cream. Okay, so I got these two creams. This one right here, can't really see it, and then this one here, probably good that you don't see it. And it said, try your free sample, put your information down here. It probably said, I'm thinking if you don't cancel within 14 days, you've got this, whatever this thing is. Anyway, so I got this under eye cream. I wouldn't say that exciting. It's just a little eye gel that, I put a little bit. It's supposed to be really, really hydrating here, but I don't know, it doesn't really work that much. Oh, hi Tracy Craig, how's it going? You should really enjoy this little under eye gel demo I'm doing right now. Anyway, so you put this on, and then you use this other stuff. It's from snake venom, so it must be good. And of course, like Nicole Kidman and all these celebrities were using it. And it's this little paste you put on. Anyways, I go check my stupid Visa bill, and each one of these bottles was $180. So this was $360 worth of eye cream. And then they give you, every 2 weeks, they deliver it to you. So I've spent just shy of, well, whatever the math is on that, 700 or so, on 4 bottles of this ridiculous eye cream. Anyway, so do my eyes look great? Anyway. So guys, thanks for checking out. I see there's a few people live right now. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays. And I'll be on next week. I'm not going to give this up, and things are going to shake up in 2017. But AJ's in the kitchen baking some sugar cookies right now. I'm going to go help him. Merry Christmas, guys. Dr. Aaron, out.